Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Coach K. Today we're gonna be talking about outfielder drills, how you can get better as an outfielder, a few tips for you before every game, for you to practice at home, for you to practice with your teammates. My grandfather was an outfielder. He got drafted back in the day. I believe it was in the 50s or 60s. He played for the Houston Astros. He was an outfielder. My dad was an outfielder. So the first position I learned was outfield, how to play outfield. So that got stuck with me. I never played it in college. I caught for the most part, but I loved playing outfield. So I'm gonna get you some drills. I'm gonna teach you some drills, so hopefully you get something out of it, and let's get it. All right, so the first thing we gotta know, as soon as you get to a new field, even at your home field, right, you gotta know the warning track. You gotta know the fence, the wall, however you want to call it. You gotta know it, right? So as soon as you get to a field, outfielders, make sure this is where you're gonna be playing. Make sure the first thing you do is get to the warning track, right? Get to that wall, get a feel for that wall, get a feel for that fence. Why do we want to do that? At the college level or maybe high school level, when guys start getting more power, they're gonna start swinging for the fences. What does that mean? There is a higher chance that it's gonna hit the wall, it's gonna hit the fence. So if we don't know the wall, if we're not familiar with the fence, we're gonna be very lost and you're gonna look very, very bad, right? That's negative points for you. If I see you running like crazy as a coach, dude, you're benched, you're out. So the first thing we gotta do is know how far the warning track is from the fence, right? We gotta know, at least count the steps. As soon as you get to the warning track, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As soon as you count 5, you gotta keep that in mind. Why is that? Because on the game, if you're running a ball, if a ball goes over your head, once you touch that warning track that you feel dirt, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm in trouble. The fence is right there, the wall is right there. We don't want to run through the fence, right? We don't want any injuries. We don't want you to get hurt. So we gotta be able to stay in the game. Durability is important. How do we create durability? We stay healthy. How do you stay healthy? You do the small things before practice, right? Or before the game. As soon as you count, if you're the left fielder, the center fielder should be right there next to you yelling fence, fence, or you got room. But you gotta know where you stand, right? So as soon as you hit 1, 2, 3, I got 2 more steps to go before I hit that wall. So if the ball is getting to you, you know that 4th step, you're gonna catch it and you're gonna be fine. But if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you know you're already at that 4th step, forget about it. Either you gotta rub it or it's gonna be a home run. So we avoid those injuries. Like I was saying, after those 3, 4 steps that you take, you gotta know every single warning track, every single fence is different. So you gotta know where you're standing, right? As soon as you take that 3rd step, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna put your hand out there because you know the wall is getting closer. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Start putting your hand out there. Look how you do it. Once you get to that 5th step, we have our hand out here or right here, however you want to put it. But you know that you're not gonna make hard contact with that fence because you got your hand right here, your arm. Why do we want to do that? Dude, some fences, some walls are made out of concrete. Some walls are made out of wood. They're not gonna give up. I'm sorry, but if you hit that wall, you're gonna get hurt, injured, really bad. So what we want to do is we put that hand out there, we touch the wall, we know we're very close. If we have to jump, we jump. If we have to let it go, then we let it go. But the other thing of why you do that, why you put that hand out there, it's 1, to know that the fence is right there, it's really close, and 2, we eliminate the looking at the ball, looking at the wall, looking at the ball, looking at the wall. Why don't we want to do that? Because once you start doing this and looking at the ball, the wind might play a big factor on where the ball is going, correct? So if you're running this way and then you keep looking at the ball, you look at the wall, out of nowhere the wind played a big factor and it's on the other side. So now we gotta turn around and you lost track of the wall. That's when you run onto the wall. It's better, to me personally, that you know the steps that you're running or taking towards the wall instead of checking where the ball is and where the fence is, right? We want to make sure, one, know your steps, know where the wall is, know how hard the wall is. If you if it has padding, maybe you can jump, maybe you can hit the wall and maybe it won't hurt you or anything. But if it's a wall like this, I promise you, it's gonna hurt. It's like you're running full force, it's gonna hurt. Second thing we gotta know, how tall is this wall? How tall is this fence, correct? If it's a wall fence like this that I can maybe jump and reach, then we got a little bit more room to jump and maybe rub a home run or rub that fly ball that is gonna be closer to the fence. Why is that? Because we know that if it's about to hit the fence or the wall, we can jump and catch it, right? So maybe before the game you wanna come here and start checking it out. Can I catch it here? Is it too tall? Is it short that I can like reach and catch it, right? Can I jump and maybe rub it? Maybe still a home run. Those are the things that you gotta keep in mind. Why is that? If the wall or the fence is way too tall where you cannot rub a home run, where you can jump, maybe it's gonna bounce off the wall on the top or something like that. You gotta know that. Why is that? Because once you come to the game, if the fence were to be taller than what you can actually read, you're not gonna have a chance. So you're gonna look silly if you start jumping and the ball it's like way over you and then it hits there and now the ball is all the way there. So instead of double, it's gonna be a triple, right? So what do we have to do to eliminate that? Before the game, we come to the fence, to the warning track, like I say, and we start throwing the wall or the ball against the wall or against the fence. So we throw it and we see where the ball is gonna go. If once you throw it to the fence, the ball stays right there, we now know that we can stay right here and go get it pretty quick so that runner doesn't advance. If it's a wooden wall or if it's a concrete wall and you hit it and the ball jumps right back and it goes like somewhere farther, we gotta know that. We gotta try to hold that runner a second. We gotta try to hold that runner so you don't create a triple. It saves runs, it saves the game. Trust me, late in the game, these are the things that are gonna help you win or lose ball games. If you practice this, that's baseball sense. The coach is gonna appreciate you. The pitcher is gonna appreciate you if you know this. For example, if you didn't practice this and the wall is a wooden wall or it's a concrete wall and you start running like crazy, one, what's gonna happen? We already talked about this. You can hurt yourself really bad, and two, once the ball hits the concrete fence, wall, whatever it is, it's gonna be all the way out there. I know the center fielder, whoever other outfielders, it's gotta assist you, but maybe you're too far, like it's towards the line and he's not gonna be able to be there, right? So it's on you. So you gotta know that before the game, you come here, practice, okay, staying right there so I got a chance to grab it and go. Maybe it's not gonna bounce too far, so I can go and make a catch, a jumping catch. So 2 things we have learned so far: how to know the warning track, how to get to know the wall or the fence, right? Again, last thing, if you know the ball is gonna go over your head and you have practice already, you came before practice and you actually like threw 5 to 10 against the wall to see where they bounce, because some walls you might not even know it, but because of the angle, if the ball is coming like this way, you gotta know, you gotta practice, because if it's coming this way, there is a higher chance that once you throw it to the wall, it's gonna bounce that way. So maybe once you see it in the air and you know it's coming this way, this direction, you kind of cheat a little bit and start going this way. If it's coming this way, it's gonna hit the wall. You can catch it right here, throw it to your cutoff man. If it's a lefty, the ball is coming this way, maybe it's gonna hit right there, it's gonna go that way. So you can cheat a little bit and be on this position already, right? To catch the ball, it's gonna come towards you. If it's a hard wall that you know it's gonna bounce far, you wanna stay back. You wanna stay back. Why is that? Because there is a higher chance that it's gonna bounce off the wall really hard. So we wanna stay back. Once it hits the wall, maybe it's bouncing super far, so we are already here. If you go too far, closer to the wall, once the ball hits that wall, it's gonna either go over you or it's gonna go past you. Again, the runners are running. We're not holding the runners. We're not helping the team. We want to help the team as much as we can. So again, practice it. Boom, there is. Practice it. We already get there. Already get to know this wall right there. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's really good content for you high schoolers, guys that are trying to learn how to play the baseball the correct way. Watch my YouTube channel, watch my videos. I'm 110% sure that you're gonna learn something new in baseball life. You learn something new every day. Don't think because you are the best baseball player on your high school, middle school team, college team, that you already made it, right? Matter of fact, there is 10 you in a college team, in a professional team, that are gonna try to beat you and that are gonna try to stay with your spot. So don't think that you know it all, right? There's always it's always good to look for other sources, resources, and learn from other things. That's one of the main things. With all the guys that I played, my defense was a little bit above average, right? I was a pretty good defensive catcher. But once you get to the next level, you actually have to run. You have to hit well. You have to be a plus defensively. Your arm's gotta be a plus. If not, you gotta make it up with your legs, right? So the main thing, my main advice is never stop grinding. Try to get better. If you are doing on the 60 yards, if you're doing 6'5", try to cut it off 6'2", 6'1", like I'm saying. There, once you go to a tryout, you're gonna notice that this guy's fighting for the same position that you are. He probably has the same tools. So how the scouts will differentiate from you to the other player, maybe how he handles himself, maybe professionalism. Can he run? Does he have a better baseball sense than you do? Does he do the smaller things, right? That's what's gonna differentiate. That's what's gonna separate the average good baseball players and the superstars that are gonna make it to the minor leagues, to the professional level, right? So keep that in mind. Keep watching my YouTube videos. Leave a comment, like it, subscribe, share, and let's get it.